Hey guys, this is Menace and the Monk, and we are reviewing the Chelsea versus Liverpool draw yesterday. But before we move forward, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed yet, please make sure that you hit subscribe. It's the algorithm works in such a way that the more people like and subscribe, the more our content is out there. Um, with that out of the way, let's talk about the game. Um, let's talk about the starting lineup. I think that of course, when after the game versus Leicester, there was a lot of hope in terms of players coming back. uh, this being sort of the game where we revitalize our title challenge. um, then COVID struck, and with that, it began a bit of a downturn in the events. I mean, Klopp himself was missing in the game, so that was a big blow. um, the bench was not at all up to par if you're going for a title challenge. Our bench consisted mostly of kids. Nothing against them, they are absolutely fantastic and have a great future ahead of them. But if you compare our bench to Chelsea, who are also said to be in a bit of a crisis, you could see the gulf in quality. Now, um, in terms of the defense, I think we did what we had to. Matip was out because of COVID, and Konate is the best choice, so we had to go with that. In terms of midfield, though, personally, I would have liked to see Naby Keita start the game instead of Milner, but we went ahead with Milner, and the front line basically chose itself. Now, um, in the first half, I think actually in both the halves, I think Chelsea were the far better team. Our midfield was basically completely run over. Two absolutely brilliant moments from Sadio and Mo. We took a 2-0 lead, which was against the run of play, to be fair. We were not particularly good in terms of holding on to the ball. The possession was not good. I mean, that has been Liverpool's hallmark, and we were nowhere close to what we do best, which is basically keeping hold of the ball and then doing things with it. We were nowhere close to that. um, I think that Henderson, there seems to be an underlying issue. If we talk about individual performance, there seems to be an underlying issue. He left Trent exposed a lot of times and invited the Chelsea press onto us. He basically left his position. He was not passing very well. He was not putting the pressure on. I mean, on the Chelsea attackers, he was just all over the place. Um, Milner did what he could. Um, Although it's difficult to say he was any better, because Milner himself, uh, I thought he could have passed the ball a lot more. I think I read a stat somewhere that he played for 70 minutes and he made 13 passes. I don't know if that stat is true, but if it is, then we definitely, that's not how Liverpool play, and we missed Thiago big time, and because of that, what happened was, Chelsea were taking advantage in terms of the possession. Their goals themselves, the first goal, it's a goal of a season contender, and fair play to Kovacic. You don't stop those kind of hits, so there's nothing you can do about that kind of a goal. The second goal, there is a conversation about if Matip would try and crowd Pulisic, but if he does, he simply passes it to Mount, and it's a tap in for him. So for both the goals, our defense was completely done, and there is nothing to talk about in terms of our performances in the midfield, at least. Uh, it was a poor show all around. Uh, the draw, I think that after taking the lead, it is definitely a very tough one to take. Um, we are without a win in 3 games now, and see, the point is, and talking to the next point about the title challenge and what it does to our title challenge. Look, the point is that when you are playing against a team like Manchester City, or competing against a team like Manchester City, not playing, um, that leaves very little margin for error, and we've already had our errors against Brentford, West Ham, Spurs, Leicester recently, um, Brighton. So it's not that we are doing badly or Chelsea is doing badly. It's just that City are just they are a machine, and in all likelihood it will be very very difficult to catch them now, because even if we win our game in hand, it's 8 points behind City. Um, we don't have a dearth of you know we have a dearth of problems ourselves. We have now Salah and Mane have gone. Keita is gone as well. Taki is injured. Bobby has COVID. Our only fit forward is Diogo Jota, and now we have to play with him. And as good as he is, uh, he would require some help. In the game yesterday, some of the substitutions, according to me, I thought it were a bit puzzling. I would have definitely left Jota on the pitch. I would have liked to see that, but I don't know if it was a case of game management, because we could have very easily lost that game in the second half. Very easily we could have lost, but we held on, and as things stand, we are. This is definitely a big shocker when it comes to a title challenge. Um, Look, there will be enough analysis of it, and we can talk more about it, about the individual performances of Henderson, of Mane, and Mane. I think his decision making was a lot suspect. On one of the occasions, he could have just let the ball go to Salah, and Salah would have been clean through on goal, but he did not. And it is what it is. Mane, fortunately, he scored a goal, so that was good to see. At least the trot is over, but now he's off. I think that all we have to do is keep chipping away. We cannot drop the ball in the league as well, because you don't know, suddenly you are in a top four scrap, and we don't want that. But we are in strong positions in League Cup, Champions League, and we've got to give our all. And in the league, just keep doing what we do and be ready in case City there is a drop off from City. That's all that we can hope for. But as of now, let's see. We play Arsenal next, who are doing pretty well themselves. They gave City a very very tough fight, and I expect them to go very strong in the League Cup, because they would want to win this as well. But we are Liverpool. We have to be hopeful. We go with our might as well, and we try to do what we can. Cheers and bye bye, and thank you for watching Menace in the Monk.